Hey, man. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You want to build some muscle, man? You do? Really? Well, that's music to my ears, man. You've come to the right place. I know all about that. Yeah. I'm the guy that's going to help you with what you want. I'm going to help you build some muscle. That's right. Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. I'm your boy Zacules, and today we are talking about how to build an aesthetic, an impressive, a beautiful, a ripped, a bulging, a strong physique that you will be respected and admired for. Everybody's gonna be breaking their necks on the street like this just to look at you. Nah, I'm not gonna promise you all that look, okay? But you came here looking for some tips on how to build some muscle. And I can give you that if you use these tips that I'm gonna give you today, these fundamentals, right? And you do this for a long, extended period of time consistently with dedication, the sky's the limit. There's no telling how far you can go, man. If you really have the genetics and the desire. And you might have to, if you really want to go that far, absolutely, you're not gonna get there naturally, But if you decide to, take some enhancements, some PEDs, some special sauce, if you will, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about. You might already be on that shit. You already on that shit, and you come in here looking on how to build some muscle. Shame on you, motherfucker. Shame on you, all right? But if that isn't you, and you're just a young kid or a young guy just starting out in the gym, maybe you've been working out for years, and you're still having a hard time. Well, look, man, look no further. What you need to do first is build a solid foundation. You need to build your noob gains, all right? These noob gains, they come as soon as you start training. If you start training during your teens, that's really the best case scenario. 14, 15, that's when you're going through puberty, You're going to be growing substantially and, at a very quick rate until you hit that plateau. Once you get to that plateau, you reach that point where you're like, okay, things are moving a lot slower now, all right? It's going to be harder to put on more inches, to get better pumps, to add more strength, things like that. Now you want to focus on these specific things. First of all, I would say you need to train to your weaknesses. You need to build up your weaknesses, whether that's your calves, your forearms, your delts, your pecs, your quads. Prioritize those first, all right? Once you're training those, more frequently, I would say you need to start training to get a V-taper shape. I'm sure you've heard of that, a V-taper. We don't want to call it the Y shape because that would only be upper body, or the V shape. Let's call it the X shape because that's the perfect full all-around physique. You're training your upper body and your lower body to make that X shape, all right? Because we don't skip leg day around here. I don't condone that shit. If you do that, click off this video and go jump in front of traffic and end your story. Nah, don't do all that. But train legs, man. Train legs, all right? Train legs. It's important. Don't be that guy with all upper body and no legs, chicken legs, all right? You need your legs. And, yeah, that's really what you want to be training towards, meaning you need to be training your lats. That's what's going to give you the wide V shape, wide grip pull-ups. That's what trains your lats. Train to whatever you feel the most. Not everybody is going to benefit the same way from each exercise. So if you feel like wide grip lat pull downs give you the best burn in your lats, do the wide grip ones. If you feel like it's more like a a bit more narrow, or these kinds, you know, do that shit. I forgot the name of that one where you're coming down like this with the V-bar. But do that. Yeah, so I'd say that's the #1 most important muscle. That wide back from behind and from the front, you know, when you pose. Wide lats and wide delts. It's all about width, all right? The illusion of making yourself look wider. You want to start with those two. In fact, those are both #1. The wide capped round delts along with those wide lats. That's what's going to really bring out that Y shape or that V shape. Okay, try to keep your waist tight. So if you weigh over 300 pounds and your gut is down here falling over your knees, get rid of that problem first, fix that shit. Then when your waist is a bit smaller, start doing what I'm telling you. Build up the delts. How do you build up the delts? Do a lot of presses. Dumbbell presses, barbell presses. The head that you want to target the most, that you want to prioritize most, is the middle, because that's the most outward, which will give you the width that you're looking for. So you prioritize that first after you do your, of course, your pressing. You know, some people do their isolation first. I would say, you know, just play around with it and see what works best for you. Some weeks try pressing first, some weeks try isolation first, as in dumbbell side lateral raises or cable side lateral raises. Look, man, this ain't a video where I'm gonna be breaking down all kinds. Whoa, that was, never mind that. Need to charge the phone because I'm filming with the phone. Man, the video is almost 10 minutes, but you know, you get what I'm saying, man. You want that X shape. Do whatever it takes to build up the delts, build up the lats, and build up the quads, all right? And tighten the waist, make the waist tighter. Train your abs. That's gonna make the waist tighter. When you're training the abs, you know, cardio, diet, anything you need to do to lose weight to give you that X shape, and make that waist smaller, you know, do it, man. Even if you want to experiment a little bit with, I'd say a waist trainer, things of that nature. I wouldn't say wear a corset like a woman and sleep with it. But hey, if you want to wear a little waist trainer for a couple hours a day, for a couple of weeks or whatever, to make your waist a bit smaller, nothing wrong with that. And yeah, man, once you have bigger quads, as in train the sweep of your quad, do heavy squats, high rep squats, leg presses, leg extensions. What else do we got? Lunges. That's gonna build your quads, man. But once you're building the quads, don't neglect the hamstrings, because we don't want to give you imbalances. You don't want to have any injuries. I'm not saying just to train these muscles here, but that's what's going to give you the most aesthetic look once you train these muscles. Pecs are also some of the most important muscles in the physique to have that aesthetic, classic look.
And if you bachelors like girls, listen to the lawn dog. No hottie can resist those pecs.
Don't neglect the upper pecs, because you know you might be doing that flat bench. You might be doing that every week, or flat dumbbell press on the bench, and you're neglecting the hell out of your upper pecs. You have no shelf whatsoever. I just finished a chest workout a couple of hours ago, and I made sure to get some incline bench press action in, you know, every week. In fact, I would only do incline if I could, man. But see, with me, I really enjoy and care about being strong. I don't just want to be big with no strength. And I just wouldn't feel proud of myself if my strength was lagging. So with that being said, I do a lot of flat bench pressing. I want to get stronger on that exercise. Most of all, honestly, that's the one I really want to progress at the most. And, you know, I'm doing it more than twice, sometimes 3 times a week now. I'm really, because I've hit a plateau and trying to push through it. But back to the point of this video, man. Train the lats, train the delts, train the quads. Make yourself more X-shaped, of course, and don't neglect everything else. Once you're training those, also train the calves, because, you know, if you got big quads, small calves, that's redundant, man. That's like you're doing the wrong thing. and you're looking ridiculous in shorts on the beach or in the gym. If you're wearing shorts, you're still gonna look like you have small legs. So don't neglect your calves, all right? Most people don't have good calf genetics, but that's what I'm saying. Train your weaknesses and just do your best to have them match in your quads and your upper body, all right? Forearms too, if you're training your arms. I didn't mention arms, but of course, the bigger your arms are, the more you're gonna have that X shape, the more, because it's gonna make your waist look smaller. When you have bigger arms, it's gonna make your waist smaller if your arms are bigger than your torso. If you have huge arms, they're gonna be like bigger than your whole torso, your midsection. They're gonna dominate. They're gonna be like the number one thing that people are looking at when they notice you, your physique, your appearance, you know, your presence. If you got big arms, people are gonna first look at your delts, your arms, and of course, I'd say probably your legs. Those are the biggest muscles when you walk around, you know, when you're a huge jacked. Forget about jacked, all right? Let's throw that in the trash. When you're zacked, your traps also, you know, that's gonna give you a good look. Don't neglect the traps. And hey man, I know it sounds like I've just told you to just bodybuild and train every muscle, but I hope you've walked away from this video taking what I'm trying to give. What I'm trying to give you is the muscles, is to prioritize the muscles that are going to give you the best look, mostly, you know, that the lats, the quads, the arms, the delts, the traps, you know, if you got a weak neck, bigger neck, yeah, in that particular order, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to give you the X shape. That's going to give you an aesthetic look. And if you're just trying to pack on a few more pounds, all right, just have a good look. Just go to the club in a tight shirt like this and be a bit more confident and happy about yourself. Or when you look in the mirror, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. Train these muscles. That's going to give you the best look. That's going to make you look better in clothes, you know. That's what everyone should be looking for. Look, if you want to hire a personal trainer, tell him you want that X shape. You want to look more aesthetic. That's what he's most likely gonna, you know, he's gonna give you some form of what I've just prescribed for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what girls are going for too, but they're gonna prioritize the lower body more than the upper. They want the X shape too, but they're gonna be training their glutes and their quads more, of course. Their quads, their hamstrings, their legs. For us, it's the upper body. Just wanted to drive that home. So if you want to build some muscle, man, I hope this helps you build some muscle, man. Take it or leave it and stay skinny and pathetic. Don't be pathetic. Be aesthetic and be athletic. Go to the gym, eat more meals, drink more water, take your vitamins, say your prayers, and I promise you the gains will come. Don't forget to like my shit. Comment, subscribe, tap the bell icon. Holla back at your boy.